Hey everyone, I'm Ultraviolent4 and you're joining me for part 6 of Gnoll Skald. We're here in Swamp. We've currently been imprisoned, so we had to teleport away from a Thorn Hunter. And we ended up here, and we're trapped. So we're gonna have to stage a breakout. In this case, we're gonna shoot a fireball at the trees here and burn those down. So I'm sorry, Smokey, but we're gonna have to create a forest fire. There's a new Thorn Hunter. Maybe it's the same one. I'm gonna learn my lesson this time and treat it with the utmost respect. So I'm going to finesse and heroism it. There we go. Okawari was honored by our kill. We had to get the jail warden to get out. It was, of course, the Thorn Hunter's fault that we were in there in the first place. Thankfully, we immediately got our teleport scroll returned to us. Alright. We got hexed by that guy. They can cast slow, right? Yeah, they can. Okay. With my low MR, if I'm not wearing the MR ring... Okay, we should be alright here. With the slow, taking a fair bit of damage there. Okay, we're okay. Can make a couple of zombies. Let's check out this ruined helmet. Currently we're wearing a +2. This is also a +2. They look like the same in-game tile. This one is a little bit of green. This one's just grey. Okay, I like the green one. The tiny bit of green. If you really zoom in there, tiny bit of green on that helmet matches the green of our troll leather armor, which is important. Kind of lagging out there. It's been laggy on server for the last few days. Okay, thank you. This looks like a good time to Song of Slay. Let's not, just get wrecked by an enormous slime creature. Please split, thank you. Yeah, we ended up with 5 slaying, but do not mess around with enormous slime creatures. They do a lot of damage. Definitely 100% don't ever mess around with titanic slime creatures. Okay, that's a lot. I've never seen 7 potions of cancellation. That's one of the rarer potions in the game. Normally you only see about 3 or so a game. To have 7's certainly something. I'm also just being pretty careless with my sling bullets here. Because I know Okawari is going to keep gifting me them, I'm not worried about losing them in deep water. But if you had a different god than Oka, you might take care not to just fire everything into deep water when you're in swamp or shoals. I mean, that's up to you. But it would probably be wise not to just throw all your bullets away. Same as if you're using bows or crossbows. Do some pretty good damage with that sling. Alright, Swamp 4. Rune time. Slings to 10. We become less interested in it. We're training slings, armor, shields. All with a -4 aptitude at the moment. I think that's okay. Also our polearms is only at 10. We should take that to 11. Get some extra points on that as well. Unless we heroism, we don't have Mindale. Those guys are kind of scary. They're actually very effective against us. We have low MR, so they can slow us like this. And we don't have RC, so their bolts of cold hurt quite a bit as well. It's not an enemy that you normally are concerned about, but I guess there's a first for everything. Alright, this is a lot of guys. We failed our finesse. We'll try again. Okay, we can be flaming stuff as well. Sticky flame. Okay, we want to get the guy who's gonna slow us. And again, if we need to, we can go invis, because none of these monsters, I think even him, yeah, none of these monsters can see invis, as long as we're not standing over water. There's a Spriggan Berserker. May as well fireball him while we can. Now we're out of mana, but we still have heroism finesse, so that's fine. Okay. More hydras. Yeah, but we make a massive animate dead. That's good. My spectral weapon was going in there. It was going ham. Oh, oops. I cut up the inedible one. I'm a bit silly. Our cloak is +0. This is a +2. Alright, that's an upgrade. 2 extra AC. Great news. We've got another Spriggan coming. We have a lot of zombies here, so I think we should be pretty good. When you have zombie or skeleton hydras, they're really strong because they get all of their attacks, so they just destroy other monsters, including other hydras. Yeah, there's our rune. Let's check out this embroidered hat. It's +2. That's no good. We could go to this +1 hat of intel. Oh, we have another glowing cloak. That's also +2. Alright, so we get fashion considerations here. This one is kind of brown. This one's purple. Yeah, I think purple's the easy winner. Look at that purple cloak with our purple demon trident. It's just a thing of beauty. Oh dear. The kind of sad thing about playing Gnoll at the moment is that they haven't made a Gnoll tile, so you just look like a normal human rather than a cool dog tile. That's okay. So we could enchant this. Where are we going? This hat of intelligence. Let's find out. If we put on this +1 hat of intelligence, and then we put on our shield of protection, we can cast all our spells. Okay, that's good. That's good. We lose our poison though, although there's a ring somewhere. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so before we go in Spider, we'll go find that our poison ring. Because the 1 AC that we lost going from the helmet to the hat, we made up for by then equipping a shield of protection, because that gives us +3. Sticky flame. Oka's giving me gifts. A polished triple sword. I'm curious enough, I just want to see what this is. I'm going to ID it though. It's only +1. I'm glad I ID'd it, because you see it had drain on it, so it would have punished me. But that's a pretty sick triple sword. Not that we're going to use it, but I don't know, I was curious. That is a nice sword. And we have a ring that we haven't seen yet. See invis. Okay, that's useful for all these invis things we've been struggling with. Okay, see the trees go berserk there. Actually, right, because we can fly. I was thinking that we're in a lot of trouble there. because this is no good. We'll start fighting. If we start dying, we can fear them away. Yeah, I was forgetting, of course, that I could fly over the deep water. I thought I couldn't get away from the berserk trees. Saw they how much damage they do, though. Alright, we don't have our poison anymore. So we're getting very confused. We can stumble around like a drunk person. Got there in the end. Ooh, more brand weapon. Do I want to brand weapon this demon trident? I don't know, draining's pretty good, but I could go for the dream elect. Yeah, let's go for the dream. Piercing, okay, punished. That's alright. We've lived as few men dare to dream. Another Thorn Hunter. They're susceptible. Oh, man. We failed it. They're susceptible to fire, though. So, Fireball should really hurt it. When I say should... Yeah, there we go. They're near starving. Maybe Oka, in his infinite grace, will gift us a Demon Trident of Elec at some point in the future. I'm not really entirely sure why I'm bothering to even clear this, because we've already got the rune. But, I don't know. I guess kind of have it. I don't have to be doing this though. Okay, I've done it. Let's find this R poison ring. It is on D12. The other thing is that we could wear a Swamp Dragon armor. It's a good armor. It's a really good armor, actually. Let's have a look at one. There's one here on Swamp 4. Okay, so we're currently 22-22 in terms of AC and evasion, and this takes us to 24-20. Makes our spells a little harder to cast, and we lose regen. For now, I think I'd like to stick with the troll leather. Because there's no ring that I particularly want to wear instead of the R poison in Spider anyway. We can switch to the Sea Invis when we need to for Ghost Moss, but we don't have to walk around like that all the time. Okay, so we're looking for the ring again. It's on D12. If I had, say, some slaying ring that I wanted to wear along with the evasion, then I'd probably make this change. Let's put that on. Alright. I guess it is time to go into Spider. We haven't seen Ogrebs, right? No Ogrebs. Ogrebs is a really, really good spell in general, but super good in Spider because everything's susceptible to poison. I mean, we could learn Venom Bolt. Do we want to learn Venom Bolt? It's pretty good. How many spell levels do I have left? I don't actually know how to see how many spell levels I have left if I don't have the memorization menu. What if I do this? It doesn't appear to tell me either. Okay. Well, let's see. I think the book's close to us anyway. There's one on Layer 3, which is where we're heading anyway. Okay, we have 10 levels left. So we could learn... Oh, we'd have to buy a Venom Bolt, I think. Yeah, okay. 500 gold. No, I don't think I'll bother. Okay. Let's go into Spider. a ranged weapon is really good against those annoying ones that run away. And I think you can't, yeah, you can't animate dead. Oh yeah, you can. I think I just failed it before. You can't eat those guys, the redbacks. Oh no, you can't animate skeleton. That's what you can't do. Because they don't have skeletons, but they can be animated as an entire zombie. Makes sense. Eat this eel. Oh, being slowed here and hit by a lek. That's not good. Let's go back around. We'll turn our regen on. And we'll... yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. We've got an embroidered cloak. Well, let's see what that is. A +1 cloak of poison resistance. Interesting. Well, this cloak doesn't match our demon trident anymore. I think it looks like it's almost the exact same color as the floor, so it's hard to see. But I think we'll keep using this for now. Will I enchant it? No, probably not. But there's no particular ring I want. I guess protection from magic is... no, you know what? I'm just going to keep using the cloak that I was using before. The +1 AC is probably worth it when I don't have a different ring that I'd use anyway. Ugh, this eel. Alright, let's get our sling out. I was just saying how the sling is really useful against the orb guys, and then I wasn't even using it. You're losing 1v1 to that jumping spider. Scroll of magic mapping. And some more enchant weapons, which I think will go on our demon trident. Will they? Or will they go on our vestibular? I guess the demon trident is the better one. Well, it's certainly the more important one. Wand of enslavement. That's probably a better hex wand than a wand of polymorph. Yeah. And that's a spider we can eat. So that's good. Spider one done. Not too many problems on this floor. More enchant. Hey, let's just apport it. There we go. Make use of it. Let's put on our demon trident again. That was a lightning wand rod. That's not bad with our evocations, but yeah, it's probably better than the wand of lightning. So we'll do a text switch. Chuck out the wand of lightning for the rod. The rod is an evocable, so it works like the other evocables whereby you use it, and then as you gain EXP, it slowly regains its charges. Arachne. She's dangerous. You can see she's marked as red. She has a lot of damage, and she nets you, or she webs you. Apparently we had no trouble at all. She has a staff of poison. Louise. If we XV her, she can 63% banish us, and then we can also... We can also put on this ring of protection from magic, but I still think it's going to be pretty high. Let's have a look. 28% chance to banish us. What could we do? The way that we'd want to do it is we'd want to put summons or something in front of us. So let's just X her out for now. The big one, yeah. Maybe we can make a little army. The problem is she can blink. I don't know. There's no really good way to fight her with low MR. Unless you have silence, which we don't. Miscast it. Tried to make an ally. There we go. Okay, well we gotta... No, I thought this was gonna be a pack. Kind of is. We've got 3 spiders. They might be able to do enough to stand between us and block any potential banishes. We've got 4. Let's get rid of the exclusion. It's Shift X and Control E to do that. Oh yeah, she immediately saw us. We want to go Heroism and Finesse to shoot twice speed, and there's Nicola. Okay, we can't fight both of those at once. That's pretty insane, actually. Nicola can do 100 lightning damage in a turn. We got 4 resistance, so we maybe can deal with that. Our spiders are wrecking Louise pretty hard. Wow, they killed her. We need 1 more strength for Fire Dragon armor. I think it's quite possible we might want to ultimately wear it. Is it possible? Yeah, I think it's quite possible. So we'll get 1 more strength. And then Nicola's also getting just destroyed by these spiders. That's amazing. Don't ever fight him if you don't have Aralek. It's a really bad idea. Okay, +2 gloves. We had gloves of archery. Alright. Well, if I didn't already have a Demon Trident, I would probably consider using an Evening Star of Crushing. Evening Star is a really good one-handed weapon. This indicates Azrael's here. Hellhounds are not a normal monster to see in Spider. So I'm going to want to have protection from fire. And another tip is that you don't want to use Spectral Weapon against Azrael because he does Hellfire or Damnation now, which your Spectral Weapon will take full damage from and share with you. And I just did Spectral Weapon while saying don't use it. And all sorts of special today. Here's my tip for Azrael. Don't use Spectral Weapon. Proceed to use Spectral Weapon. Okay, let's... Heroism. We're just killing him with our sling. Wow. Well, that worked pretty well. Alright, we've done Spider's Nest 2. Why? I can't auto-explore because my ally is trapped in a web. Interesting. That's not normal. Anyway, on to Spider 3. We're near starving again. This looks like a good time to Song of Slaying. And, oh, okay. I should probably resist, yeah. The amount of electric damage that Spark Wasp can do is insane. Oh, there's another one coming. So I wanted to, oh, it's the same one. I want to Heroism. Got him finally. There we go. Spark Wasps are not to be trifled with. Sling is being very useful. We just walked into a web. That was silly. more ID. These ones are not really worth even bothering to ID. What are we training? Shields is at 11.1. Set -6, there's no point anymore. Armor and slings are both very nearly at 11, and then polearms is almost there too. I think I'm going to put spellcasting on. We can get that up towards 11 as well. And maybe even my necromancy is at 7. Let's do a bit more of that. I think Dispel Undead would ultimately be good. Because I can use it to just destroy liches with it. Okay. There's a ghost moth. Yeah, there we go. Who needs see invis? It was better to do it that way, because by making it visible, it meant that both my spectral weapon and the zombies could help me out. A Book of Callings, that's Lightning Spire. Yeah, we want that. Goes to B. Where can we put that? We can put that on. So this is another thing. I'm used to always having Spire on Z. Because when would you have Spire and Animate Dead together? I mean, sometimes you might. So then where'd I put Animate Dead? I'm going to put it on A. And put Spectral Weapon on T. And I'm going to adjust my macro, because that's another spell that I don't ever use manually. I always use my macro for it. Okay. Yeah, so we got Spire. So we want to stop doing all this nonsense training that I just started doing. We want to focus air magic and summonings. Alright, so we just got Spire. What else is in our Book of Callings? That's probably the only one we want. Yep, we can ignore it. Okay. Now this character, now we're really playing a hybrid. We got Spire. If you didn't already know, I think Summon Lightning Spire. Oh, right. What's my... Right, ZA is my... Animate Dead now. I think Summon Lightning Spire is the best spell in the game. It's a really, really good spell. For 4 mana, if you think about it in terms of just its damage output, it's giving you lightning bolts, which cost 6 mana to use if you actually use the lightning bolt spell. We can't be there. That's crazy. We can't be here either. That's also crazy. Alright. Our stealth paying off here. Alright, 3rd time lucky. That's a bit better, I guess. At least there's no Moth of Wrath here. Let's take these guys up. Alright, yeah, I can't use Spy yet. I wanted to. Can leave these guys at the top of the stairs here. Because we're going to have to stair pull here. Because those other stairs are even worse than this. But at least they can help me here once I get up. Oh wow. How did that poison me so much? I have my out poison ring off. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was way too much damage. So, Emperor Scorpions do, as you just saw, a lot of poison damage. Don't forget to have your poison resistance ring on when you fight them. I'm making some dumb plays in this Gnoll playthrough. Okay. Summoning is already 2. I know there's a Moth of Wrath over here. It's gone. If I do backslash and minus, I can see what I have: acquirement, holy word, and silence. If it's... We found 3 of something. I hope that's acquirement. I'm gonna ID it though. Silence, okay. Maybe this is acquirement? I'm gonna ID this. Well, it might be Hollywood. It's Hollywood, I don't care. It is. Alright. So the one that we have left is requirement. Alright, let's get back to the stairs. This is a lot of things. I want my spectra to help me. Needles of confusion. Not so exciting. And again, step pull to victory. This is a very swarmy style of Spider 4. I'm being confused. The tarantellas on their attacks can confuse you. And yes, we do have low MR, but it doesn't actually check MR. So Spider is significantly scarier if you're a mummy. It's just such a random fact, but yeah, if you're a mummy, you can't quaff, so you can't cure out of their confusion. Tarantellas are really scary for you. For all the mummy players out there. Okay, we don't really want javelins, but thank you. And magic to 3. Spy is getting there. Ugh. Just keep coming. Let's raise them. There we go. Get a little army going. And again. The problem with our army is that it's then hard to fire slings through. But that's okay. I like how you get all the different things there about your allies no longer moving slowly. It's interesting that the spectral is affected by the slow because they're immune to magic. So that's kind of interesting. I guess the slow from it is not technically, it's probably not coded like a spell. It's probably like some sort of weird field. But interesting. I wouldn't have thought that a spectral weapon could be slowed like that. Ooh, an artifact ring. Well, I do that. Aralek AC plus 4. It's definitely better than just the plus 4 evasion ring we have. Yeah, cool. And that gives us Aralek, our quote-unquote luxury resource. I keep trying to summon Lightning Spire instead of Animate Dead. Potion of Mutation, that's our first one. Yeah, so that's been my overall complaint with this new mutation system. I think it's really interesting, and I like the way that I like what they've done with them, but I don't feel like they're common enough to actually be used. Because the whole idea is that they're trying to encourage you to play mutation roulette, but if you only get a few in a game, then how can you do it? Because every one you use, you're risking getting teleportitis or berserkitis. Alright, it's my mutation potion rant for this playthrough. I need to drop something so I can check this demon trident. Well, I could just ID it. Okay, so there's the dream. We're slamming that. Even though the piercing is plus 6, so it's 5 extra enchantment on it. Demon Trident of Elec is just so much more powerful. Electricity does flat levels of damage, and then because the Trident is a fast weapon, you do a lot of damage. Yay! Senshi knows what's up. This is my favorite weapon. polearms are my favorite weapon type, and then Demon Trident of Elec is just the best weapon, in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's not the best weapon. It's like when I say Lightning Spire is the best spell in the game. Like stuff like Firestorm is better than it, just as a triple sword will be better than a Demon Trident. But with its reaching brand and the fact that it does so much damage with only 14 skill, yeah, it's a very, very good weapon. I also just really like using polearms. They're the most broken. There's a redback nearby. Yeah. Yeah, there's Kramen. Kramen is querying all the people who have won Gnoll. So far 22 people have won Gnoll out of everyone in Kroll with a 0.8% win rate. That's kinda bad. Let's see, how many Skalds? 2 Skalds before. He's showing off that he was won one already. How long till we got Spire going? Not too long. It's at 19 at the moment. Summoning's to 5. Ugh. Okay, we need to go. All this stuff plus a Moth of Wrath. Well, my zombies are kind of holding the line for the moment. As long as he doesn't berserk. He's really not. The wolf spiders. Okay, we're minus 16 corrosion, so we can't really fight anyway. Or can we? Probably not. So I probably should just be running. The problem is that my running allowed this stuff to catch me. I'm going to read a fear now, because once they get berserked, you can no longer fear something. Yeah. This is really bad. The problem is that guy is berserked and I'm minus 16 corrode, so every attack of his really hurts. I think I need a blink or something to get away from the berserked one. Yep, that is one angry spider. Yep. And minus 16 corrosion. Entropy Weavers, not to be messed with. So where's the stair that we're trying to get to? Could do some more late plays. Alright, watch this one. I'm gonna do a regen. Okay, we're lethally poisoned. This guy's just way too angry and we're just way too corroded. So what do? I think I just need to blink again. I don't have a choice. All our blinking scrolls gone. And then we need to cure. And then how do we kill this guy? Is there any point teleporting? That's the problem with this corrode, is that even if you teleport, you're still minus 16 corrode wherever you land. I could cancellation it off. That might help. Okay, let's cancel it. So we got our armor back. The problem is we now have a very angry spider. We could invis, so he can't see us. And then he's still just wrecking us. Surely that berserk is going to run out soon. Increasingly nervous Gnoll says for 30th time. Okay. Well, I think this worked. So we're now out of blinking scrolls. That's good, I guess. And we are losing to these guys. How are we losing? We have poison resist on. I don't know. We just lost all confidence after that corrosion. Okay. Oh, I can make him a dump. There you go. If you wanted to look at my game. I'm not going to discuss the finer points of wearing a shield with Crayman right now while I'm recording, but I like the shield. He's saying that he likes Elementalist better, so presumably he'd rather be like a full-on fire conjurer or something like that. But I'm more than happy being a Demon Trident. Oh, there he is again. Demon Trident Spectral Weapon Hybrid. More sling bullets, that's a lot. Okay, let's go away and just rest up for a bit while we're -8 corrode. Okay, I don't know where the Ghost Moth was, so there we go. I need to put the C invis ring on before I could sticky flame it, or else I would have just been guessing where it was. There we go. Let's put our AC ring back on. We got given more sling bullets. We got 400. This is why we weren't worried about throwing them into the water when we were in swamp. I feel like we've fought a lot of enemies. It's got to be just about time to get our rune, please. We're being watched by something. Same thing. Put our C invis on. In that case, we didn't really need to sticky flame him because there was no one else. There was no one else around with us. Although we can use Spire now. Well, let's put our elect ring back on. Spire doesn't help us against this guy though. Although heroism might. Unfortunately, our elect weapon doesn't hurt the Spark Wasp because he is resistant to electricity. Immune to it actually. Slings to 11, let's turn that off. And our armor is also at 11. Okay, polearms is also almost at 11. So we'll check that out in a sec. Why are we dying to these guys? I don't know. Spider's been quite hard. I mean, a lot of it has been the Entropy Weavers. Basically the super OP things, the Entropy Weavers, the Moth of Ras, and then ultimately here the Spark Wasps. Let's see. The Ring Dump. Is that actually its name? It is. It is the Ring Dump. Nice. I hadn't noticed that. There's another Ghost Moth. We can put a Spire down. And then we can sticky flame it. Yeah, look at that. Now we're a real hybrid. We've got the Summon Lightning Spire. Now we're cooking with electricity. 2 runes. Being watched by something. I don't know which side he's on, so sticky flame him. Yeah, less interested in summonings. Our Spire's at 9%, so we could leave it here. Oh, we'll go one more. We'll go to 8. We might ultimately want to try to use shadow creatures or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's our 2 runes done. If you join me in the next one, we'll be heading into, probably not Elf because we have no MR. Jeez. Without our ring, we actually have 0 pips of MR. Magic resistance is not something you want to be lacking in Elf. So I guess we'll be going to vaults 1 to 4. We'll probably be marked the whole time. Again, lack of MR. Feels a bit rough, but we'll see. So join me for that one. See you next time.